Happy Sunday, sinners, and welcome to All Aboard for Hell, lifting your spirits and imperiling your soul. I'm Paul. Joining me today is Ann, and today's topic is pretty lighthearted: war. Streaming war, specifically. There's 10 million options out there for you to get your content, and I have all of them because I apparently love to pay for things that I don't need. Yeah. How about you?
I mean, I only pay for one thing because I get pretty much everything else free 99. So I don't know about you.
I know how to get it free 99 because I grew up on the internet in the 90s. Like Napster was, oh my God, I loved it. There's a fantastic image of someone re-downloading a song that someone downloaded from them, right? Because they didn't know how file sharing worked. What are you doing? Getting my music back, asshole. That's not how it works. It's not theft. It's illegal duplication.
So wait, somebody actually thought that if they re-download it from Napster, that they're taking it back.
That was the context of the image, yeah. And
Oh,
even when I was younger, I'm like, are you a little slow, huh? Yeah,
just
that's well, you're listening to Slipknot, so I don't commend your taste at all. But actually, I used to love the shit out of Slipknot, just loud and
I
angry. Sometimes that's what you
mean,
wanted. And that actually, we're talking about streaming, but it's not just like streaming video. That's maybe what people think of first, but audio was the real beginning. Like I
yeah,
remember
yeah, I remember that.
iHeartRadio in
Hmm.
like what was it, 2008, 2009, something like that. Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone and it changed every damn thing.
Oh my God,
So,
iTunes. Oh
mhm,
God.
fucking hate iTunes.
D-
I make no apologies.
Do you remember how difficult it was trying to get your files that you stole from Napster or LimeWire into your iTunes? Because it was like a whole process. It wouldn't recognize the file. And then when you got a new one, so whenever I changed my iPod or my phone, I had to do like a whole special thing as like, how do I get the files out and how do I put it back in? Like that was something I had to do. It
Yeah,
sucked.
so well that I think I know what you're talking about, and that was because they really wanted to make sure that you were using it with legal songs. Of course, I didn't, but I know how to change the file format defaults. On a Windows machine, you can change it to rip CDs into MP3 format, and then it's just an MP3. And iTunes don't give a shit. They'll let you use it however they want. Um, but yeah, I would actually, it's so funny. I would go to the library and rent audiobooks. Well, I guess it's not rent, it's borrowing. And then I would just rip them. I would rip them into MP3 format, and I had a giant catalog of things to listen to. Those librarians knew I was up to some shit. It's like, who listens to four 23-hour audiobooks in 2 days? How do you do that? I play it. I think I told him, it's like, oh, I speed it up. I can understand it. I just want the story. So they
No,
didn't
I
believe me.
You know what? I had a cousin who would borrow the audiobooks for me, and they would be the one
Mhm.
who would drop it into my Dropbox so I can put on my Kindle or my Nook for me. So I have a whole Dropbox full of like thousands of books. Yeah, so I had someone do that for me because I didn't know
Okay.
how to do it.
And look, now you're running OBS. You got a fancy boom arm. You're getting a fancier one because that cheap shit fell apart on you. You're just
Yeah,
coming
yeah, it
so
kind of
far
did.
in life.
I know. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I suppose streaming shows begins on the internet with, honestly, I want to say with YouTube. And
Yeah,
the
no,
reason for that,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah, the first YouTube video was called "Me at the Zoo," but I use it to watch all the stuff that I couldn't get in physical media or anywhere else. Like if Netflix didn't have it, because remember Netflix, it used to be just DVDs. That's all it was,
Oh
right?
my God, I forgot about that. Holy fuck. And you could only
Yeah.
like you had to pay for how many DVDs you wanted to have at the same time, right?
Yes,
I
it
think that's what
was.
it was.
I forget how much. Yes, there was a plan where you could have out like up to 3 DVDs at a time, and I abused the shit out of this because in the aforementioned song stealing and audiobook stuff, I also had a program that would decrypt DVDs and extract them all as a disk image. And in doing that, it basically worked like a DVD. I had like a couple hard drives with good movies on them that just ran. I opened them with like VLC and it was just as good as having the actual movie. And the reason I did this was very simple, you see. I was poor and I was reselling those things illegally. Am I gonna get arrested for this? Nah, fuck 'em, I don't
I
care.
think
That
I
was
think
like
statute of limitations is gone.
that was well over 15 years ago. I could just be bullshitting. Wink. Yes, I said wink as
Uh,
I winked
you know
because
what? In
yes.
high school, anime was a hard thing to come by back in the day, in like early 2000s, like 2000 to 2003.
Yeah, it
I
was all
yeah.
really fucking expensive. I remember that. Yeah.
So
Oh
I
my
had
god.
this guy who I think admittedly he might have had a crush on me. I'm not actually sure, but he would randomly pirate them for me, put them on VHS because back then it was VHS. And he would give them to me. Like he would be like, "Oh look, here's the latest Studio Ghibli thing, or whatever, or here's Ranma One Half. Here's the new season for Ranma One Half, or whatever." And I would just have these VHS tapes of whatever it was that he was pirating for me.
I love it. It for all three of the Zoomers who will eventually see this, VHS was a media format. It was amazing. It was about this big, right? Plastic cassettes this thick, and you used a VCR to watch these things. So yeah. He might have. He might have. My
Yeah,
little brother
he
used to
might have.
sell movies on DVD before I even realized it. He would just like he'd put a whole bunch on one CD and sell it, and then use the profits to buy more CDs and sell more movies. It's like, little bro, you are
Hey,
enterprising.
listen,
Okay.
he's hustling, man. He's got his, he's got shit going on for him. He's trying to figure out how to get that money. Come on.
He was only a teenager at the time, so I was like, damn, he really just this proves that if you're dedicated to something enough, you can figure out how to do it.
No, no, absolutely. So now I guess let's fast forward to
Mm-hmm.
today times and
Oh boy. Yes.
the evolution. There are no VHSs out there. There are no CDs out there half the time. No DVDs. I think Netflix actually released the last DVD and said if you have a DVD, you can keep it. Don't even give it back,
Yeah,
right?
they said it's like, "Look, we don't fucking want them. Keep them. It's okay. We don't give a shit." So, we're all going away from physical media, and there's a degree of trepidation that people feel about that. It's like, "What do you mean? They could take shit off those streaming services anytime they want." They still have them for sale on things like Amazon or iTunes, and shit I bought in 2005 on iTunes is still in my library. I don't think that the vanishing of media is a realistic concern anymore. I just don't think so.
I think there was an issue where people on the PS5 had bought movies or DVDs and it disappeared from their PS account,
Oh,
right?
okay, yes. So that was actually, oh, I remember the details, but not with the greatest deal of precision here. But there was an entire content library, I think it was Discovery, that just got nixed. Like that, it was gone. And that's for media streaming rights, which I don't know. I guess I have to cede ground there. You're right. But
Yeah, so it is possible that all things might disappear. But you know what? At the end of the day, I am not buying physical stuff anymore. I will buy maybe digital, but that's about it.
almost everything. So I was used to streaming media or getting it all digital from a very, very early age because, like I mentioned before, Napster and things like that. But also, there was Steam back in the day. People have forgotten, it seems. But when the video game Half-Life 2 released, Steam was created to release it digitally, and that was somewhat contentious. People were like, I have to be online all the time to use this game. What the fuck? And in the early 2000s, internet connections were not as good as they are now. But I mean, what, like 20 years later, people still got their stuff. Things get pulled from the Steam storefront, but if you've already bought something, you can still re-download it. They will
Oh,
always have a copy. Even if it's
yeah.
not updated, they'll always have a copy that you paid for that's there. So,
I actually just looked at my Steam account the other day and I was just like, what the fuck was I buying? Or sometimes I was just downloading whatever the free game was for the month and I'm
mhm.
like, what the fuck is this game? I don't even remember it. I just know I have a copy for some fucking reason and I just don't know why. Like,
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, do you know the Steam calculator?
no. What are you talking
Oh, let me
about?
send you this. So it is a website that calculates the value of everything you've purchased um, on
Oh.
Steam. So let's compare notes here because mine is, well, it's not cheap.
So what is this Steam calculator? How do I do this?
I sent it to you in the general link,
Oh, okay, hold
and
on.
you basically just type in your Steam ID, and it will evaluate. Um, oh my God, it tells you how long you've been using Steam. I've been using Steam long enough, almost long enough for my Steam account to be able to vote. Oh my God,
What the fuck is my Steam ID?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. I am looking. I am looking. Oh, maybe I was buying it under my husband's name because mine says zero.
I guess you did. Well, I win by default. Um,
Yeah.
my account value, if I bought everything at lowest prices, is $864.
Okay.
But if I bought all of them new, $3,655.
Okay. So my husband's account is at $168, and he apparently has two bands.
Damn it, Rich, stop cheating at
I don't know
Counter-Strike.
what he was. It's a VAC ban.
A VAC ban that's when you cheat or use something that Steam thinks is a cheating app. Not Tinder or Grinder, the different kind of cheating. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, basically, a VAC ban is they caught you doing something that was fishy, and they said, "No, the fuck you won't."
So apparently he got banned twice. I don't know if that was me playing it or if that was just me download because I think I downloaded from him and put it on my computer.
You out here ruining this man's reputation. Swear to God, ain't
What's
that like a
next? I'm
woman?
gonna ruin his
That's right.
credit.
Oh my God, Jesus, you're like the what is it? This is the inverse, the useless boyfriend who. God.
Sorry,
Okay,
babe.
well, that is okay. That's all right. To be fair, though, Rich, she gave you two beautiful kids.
I
One of them's
did.
gonna grow up and be a drug lord, but that's not really the point, is
I
it?
mean, look, she's gonna be wealthy then, I guess.
Yeah, she's gonna be like what was it, Sister Fong in Lucky Grandma? That
Yeah.
movie. Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Oh my
Thank you
God.
streaming because without streaming, I never would have picked up on that. Right?
No.
Like these days, when you think streaming media, the first thing you think is what? Netflix, right?
Netflix. Yeah.
Always. It's the
Always.
king, even though it's apparently losing a lot of it got some subscribers back because they cracked down on the password sharing and everyone was like, I'll just stop paying. And Netflix, knowing we're addicted, said, who loves daddy?
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck you, daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. They were like, I pay for everything so everyone can use it, but if they can't, I'm considering ditching it. We have to keep Netflix. She will give me so much shit if I cancel the Netflix.
No, no,
I
no.
got
Don't do that. Don't cancel the Netflix for fuck's sake. Listen, Netflix is the only thing that I pay for. And I think we were actually having a conversation
yep.
about this last night. I pay for Netflix. My siblings used to be on my Netflix. As soon as that password thing happened, I said, "Nope, y'all are on your own. I'm not paying extra for you fuckers." Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that's about right. So what do I actually pay for? Off the top of my head, I know I got Paramount Plus, I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got Apple TV Plus. Fucking worth it, by the way. What else? I don't pay for Disney Plus, so I can't say that one. I do have a Pilfer Disney Plus account. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it. Um, Let me see. I pretty much pay for all of them. I used to pay for Peacock, but not anymore. It just wasn't anything on there worth watching to me. I will say this. The backlog of media entertainment that has become available with actual networks getting involved, like Paramount, like Peacock, all those platforms, it's incredible. Because up until now, if you wanted to watch a really old show, you had to go and prowl through either get it off of like Amazon to buy it, something like that, or you had to scour YouTube for it. And varying degrees of quality. Oh, HBO Max, that's the other thing. Or I guess they just call it Max now, which is like, you gonna name yourself after one of your
Yeah,
biggest
I mean, why
competitors?
is it
What the
just
fuck were
Max
you
now? I don't I,
thinking,
I don't
bro?
understand why it's Max. Wasn't it just HBO and Max and now it's just called Max and you get HBO
It
and Max?
No, it used to be called HBO Go, then it was
Yes,
HBO
yes.
Now, then it was HBO Max, and now it's just Max, and I don't know what they're gonna rebrand it in a couple years, but it's like, fuck's sake, guys, pick a goddamn name. HBO Max was fine.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to change it to Max. But from what I'm hearing is you pay for quite a bit of streaming services. I
I
pay for
do.
Netflix, that is it. I get HBO or Max free with my phone provider. No, I get it free with my internet provider. I get Peacock free because I
Hmm?
have Instacart. I get
Wait, what?
Disney. What?
Hold on. Peacock and Instacart?
Yeah, apparently I have. I just saw it the other day. I'm like, oh, I have Peacock now because I pay for Instacart.
Okay. I didn't know that's not a pairing I would have thought about, but
Yeah, yeah, no.
okay.
And then I get Disney, ESPN, Hulu for free because I use what the fuck is it? Verizon, my phone service provider.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I get a bunch of shit for free.
That's pretty awesome actually.
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube TV. I got YouTube TV so we could watch Big Brother live, right? But now I'm just paying for it cuz frankly, it's kind of nice having television again. I can just record the show, watch it the next day, skip through all the fucking commercials. It's incredible.
Yes. I think that's the best part about streaming is you skip out on commercials, with the exception of Hulu. If you have the lower tier, you get ads.
Yeah, I got the ad supported Hulu because I'm like, I ain't paying you that extra $3 a month. That
Hmm.
adds up. That adds up to $36
Yeah, to do
more than I need to
math.
pay.
You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, I have Prime too because I have Amazon. So
Oh yeah, same, same. God damn, I do have too much. It's time for a media consolidation. I am not using all these fucking things.
I
But
am. So,
well, fine.
well, I mean, especially
Uh,
for Prime, I use it for Kindle and I do free 999 books there.
mm-mm-mm.
And it's like, I'm here reading a bunch of shit that I probably wouldn't read, but because it's free and it's there, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll read it. Yeah,
You know what? We would be remiss if we didn't mention Tubi, right? Because
yeah,
Tubi has a
Tubi.
fucking huge selection of shit.
Yeah, they do.
That's like
Yeah.
it's got B movies, it's got classics, it's got movies it's more curated to what
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to watch,
Yeah.
and it's always free. So for a while I was like, why am I paying for anything? They finally made me get used to commercials again. Like on things like Tubi and Crackle and all that, they have it so that sometimes you watch like 2 minutes of commercials at the start and then it's not interrupted.
Oh,
I
that's
I prefer that.
amazing. Like, get the ads out of the way. Like Hulu is irritating with that, where it's like every like
So
10
many
minutes you got a
fucking
fucking ad.
ads.
It's like why? Why? Like Netflix
Yeah.
does it right.
Well, Netflix is also the most expensive of them, right? So like I'm fine with it, but
I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't pay for them.
it is the most expensive. Anyway,
Actually, isn't
uh
YouTube the most expensive? YouTube
if you do
TV?
YouTube TV, then yes, it is, but that's more of a see. I'm torn. Should we include that in the streaming category? Because it's just broadcast television that
Yeah,
we've
it's
had
basically
for
cable, right?
what almost a fucking century.
Yeah.
So I like it because I can tell it what I want to watch, and whenever it airs, it will actually like it'll just record it for me. That's how I got Interstellar. Oh my god,
So
that movie!
that's
I fucking love it.
essentially just like high tech DVR.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
What
it's
was it?
cable.
Back in the day, it was called TiVo, wasn't it?
Oh God, yes, I remember that.
Yo, I remember being so jealous of the kid who had TiVo because I was like, you can just skip through the commercials. This is bullshit. I want TiVo. But
Oh, I do pay for YouTube. Not for YouTube TV. I pay for the NFL Sunday ticket.
that is worth it actually. Well, if you care about football, which by the way, fucking go Birds, tomorrow we're going to clip the wings of the Seahawks, okay?
Yes,
I am
yes, yes, we
speaking this
are.
into fucking existence. We can't lose to them because if we do, I will do nothing. I have
No,
no
you're
threats,
gonna do
but
nothing. I mean, God damn. So I have to get NFL Sunday ticket because I live in
mhm,
Georgia. So whatever is like on the normal free local broadcasting TV, like so if
yeah.
even if I got an antenna, it wouldn't show here because it's not a southern game. So maybe I might get the
Yeah.
Dolphins game at that same time instead of
Who
the
fucking
Eagles
wants
game.
to watch the goddamn
I don't
Dolphins?
fucking know, but they tried showing it to me the one time, and that's when we're like, you know what, fuck it, we're paying for NFL Sunday ticket, and I'm gonna watch the Eagles today, cause fuck you guys,
Yeah. Go Birds.
go Birds.
But yeah, like all the networks are now getting involved in this stuff, and well, they've been involved with it. We've had what Paramount Plus for like a year and something,
Mm-hmm.
almost
That's like
two, I
CBS,
think.
right? I think.
Is it
Yeah, that's CBS. Peacock
ABC, NBC,
is
CBS,
yeah.
HBO, PBS, PBJ, BBQ, TBH, FAM? Um,
A2M.
there's what?
I said
Oh, oh,
A2M.
oh.
No,
Well,
that's a whole different channel.
3 minutes past 8 o'clock, and already with the hooliganism for real. I love it.
Oh shit.
You
The
never go ass to mouth.
listen, the Red Bull is kicking in.
Damn, that's all it takes? Oh, no wonder Rich keeps the fridge stocked. Okay,
Hell
well,
yeah, hell yeah.
all
It's
right.
worth it.
No, the whole thing about this giant streaming war now is that I think we're approaching the end of the golden age of streaming media. And I think it's because we done watched everything. Like Linda and me, what we do, we tend to pick a movie every night and we watch it and it's like we the last thing we really fucking enjoy like a horror movie that knocked our socks off, it was so good, was Talk to Me. And I rented that on like on Apple TV actually. It's not streaming free yet so far as I'm aware, but man, there's like so many films, but most of them are mediocre. Like right now, individuals and the business executives at Netflix are producing content predicated upon data, metrics. They are literally looking at what kind of movies and shows are being the most watched, correlating them to their content, and trying to create other stories. It's like, okay, people love vampire movies. We're going to make a vampire movie. They love young protagonists. We're going to have a young vampire protagonist. Things like that. Now, to their credit, they're right. It's fucking working. Um, but I think when it comes to like originality, there's only one hope, and that's the studio. Well, actually, it's not even the studio, it's A24. They're a distributor. They find the good shit and bring it to the rest of the world, which apparently includes helping Hideo Kojima make Death Stranding a movie.
Yo, I am so fucking stoked about that. And if they don't get Norman Reedus to play him, I swear to God, you have fucking missed an opportunity, motherfucker. You need to get
It,
Norman. I'm looking right at you in the camera. You need to get Norman Reedus in the main character role. Otherwise, you totally fucked up.
Norman Reedus don't know we fucking exist.
I don't care. I'm talking about the film producers. Like, how are you gonna have
Well,
a video
okay.
game where Norman Reedus is basically the character, and they did like the whole
Mm.
body thing, motion capture on him, and then you're not gonna have him play the character? Fuck you.
It might, well, no, because it might not be about Sam. It might be about the Death
Oh
Stranding itself. I trust
shit!
Kojima to give us something delicious and strange, you
I
know?
didn't even
Uh,
think about that aspect of it.
you could, no, the thing is, the fiction of Death Stranding is so weird. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's typical Kojima. But you can make a lot of stories taking place within that world because it's an apocalypse, but it's an apocalypse that doesn't look like anything else, right? Where it's like a virus has ravaged humanity. We've seen that shit.
Yeah.
There are zombies. We've seen that shit. The rain brings the ghosts. The what? The
What?
what?
The
What now?
what?
Also, the ghosts are made of antimatter, and if they get you, it's going to cause a void out, and there'll be nothing but a giant crater where a city used to be.
And for shits and giggles, you have to carry a baby with you.
Yeah, you have to calm it down sometimes.
Yeah.
Fatherhood, it's tough.
Yeah.
No breaks, not even at the end of the
Mm-mm.
world.
Nope.
But yeah, I trust it'll be good. Anyway, Disney Plus, that's the other one. Actually, it's going to have a Death Stranding special brought out about
Oh,
it.
really? I didn't know that.
Yes,
Okay.
I am like, okay, okay. I was impressed when they brought us Hamilton, which
Right.
in the midst of a pandemic, wasn't that just great to have? I couldn't afford
Yes.
tickets to go see it, and by God, that was remarkable.
Loser.
Listen here, bitch.
Loser. I
So
got to see
she
it in New
has seen
York.
it.
I saw it in New York and I had balcony tickets. Like box seats.
Was that the original Broadway cast? I can't remember.
No. No, 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 no.
Still, come on, it's
No.
Broadway. They're
I
gonna
had
have a
I
good
had
cast.
box seats for fuck's sake. It was just me, Rich, and some random dude. So,
Well, I saw Phantom of the Opera before it closed down on
oh, fuck
Broadway,
you.
and oh, it was so good. They fucked up the lighting at the end. Like for some reason, the chandelier was flickering, and I was like, doesn't seem thematically appropriate, but whatever.
Well,
The performance was
who
stellar.
cares,
It was
right?
great. I got to fucking see an icon of Broadway before it closed down. Maybe forever, maybe not. Because that last show, they brought everybody. And as streaming is winding down, I notice people getting more into things like theater productions. And I think it's great
Yeah,
because,
no, absolutely. Because, like, that's like the original medium, right? Before there was TV, you went to the park
mhm,
and you watched a performance? I
yes.
mean, back then, though, it was like dudes playing women.
Well, I mean, some of those twinks were quite cute. um, No, maybe it's just me and the circle I run around, but when I see people getting more involved in doing things like stage productions of you can do the classics, yeah, sure. But I don't know. I think there's something fundamentally different about being there and watching it all happen in front of you. That suspension of disbelief, especially when the stages and the sets and all the costumes are really on point. You don't give a shit that it's a stage. It's still engrossing. And I think that is because one moment, I gotta sneeze. I'm so sorry.
I have changed it to me so that you can sneeze in peace. Oh, God, that is terrible. you, yeah, I'm showing your dying face.
Ugh, Jesus Christ. Well, a friend just tested positive for COVID, so I might have it. I'm not joking. That's not a joke.
Wow.
We got the
Yeah.
text notification this fucking
Okay.
morning, so it's like, well, I guess we're getting delivery tonight.
Jeez. Jeez.
Um,
It's DiGiorno.
yeah. 911. What is your emergency? Is that an emergency? It's DiGiorno. One of my favorite vines. God bless that girl. I hope she's having a happy life.
So anyway, you were rudely interrupted by your sneeze. I actually want
Yes.
to piggyback on your thought process about seeing
Sure.
things live. I had as you know, the opportunity to see Hamilton in person,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I saw it on Disney Plus, it was a whole different vibe because it's forcing you to see specific things. And the one thing that I know you've missed out on from not seeing it live is the fact that you don't get to see the whole background of it, everything that's happening. There's just so many things going on, especially with a rotating stage,
Yeah.
that you can focus on a lot of different things while taking it in the whole atmosphere. Like the Reynolds pamphlet, when that was happening, everyone was everywhere. You're like, oh my God, there's the king. You only get to see the king when they show the king, but on stage, you get to see him enter in the stage. You're like, yo, what the fuck is he doing here? You don't get that with TV production or, yeah, like in theater, it shows you what you want to look at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's also a powerful suspension of disbelief. My camera's bugging out. Hold on, I'm gonna try turning it off and back on, and let's see how OBS handles this. This is a
Okay.
good practical. I need a better camera. God damn it! You still got me?
I still got you. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. Um, the original storytelling was just that storytelling. There was, I don't care what anybody else says, humans are animals of language. It liberated us from death, in as much as language is our ability to transcend it. We write down our thoughts, we speak about these things, we conjecture about the future, we ask, what if? And the best what if is a good story. So if you get the most powerful person in a room is someone who can spin a story, a narrative that compels people to listen. And that's a big role. Personally, I respect them. Storytellers of all varieties. When you're looking at everything on a stage, you know it's fake, but you don't give a shit. You can't care because it's a real person actually going through this stuff. Not just there's a layer of separation that occurs when you're looking at something happening on a screen, right? You don't get that when you're at a performance. It's it's fundamentally different and it's wonderful. So, yeah, I am down for theater to make a resurgence because I desperately need something that's really engaging. A lot of the stuff that's on the streaming services, not so engaging.
You know what? I have to agree with you on that, as sometimes I spend 30 minutes just trying to find something to watch. And I've gone through all of my streaming services and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go play a video game, or I'm going to read a book, or I'm going to do something else
Yeah.
because there was nothing that interested me. Either I get into a TV series that I can binge watch for like fucking 2 weeks, and then it's like, oh, what do
Hmm.
I do? But the fact that they do have streaming services that have their own original content, that makes a whole difference. But it's not enough to make up for the lack of something to watch. Like, yeah, oh yeah, Netflix released a movie. I'm going to watch it. 2 hours later, all right, what do I do now? I'm back to the old bullshit.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. It's like when satellite TV first came on, right? 600 channels and nothing on. But there's an explosion of content, but not all of it is quality.
No, agreed
And
with that, you know?
yeah, like I was just singing the praises of Tubi earlier, right? Tubi's great, but it's got a lot of shit. It's
Yeah,
got a lot of good
no,
shit.
absolutely.
It's got a lot of flat out shit. So,
Agreed.
um, but it's whatever, honestly. I am grateful that streaming media became a thing because without it, there's so many things that I would never have gotten my hands on. It's so easy to watch something if all you got to do is press a couple of buttons, sit down, plant your ass on a chair, and just enjoy.
I think that's
But
the best part of it is that
yes,
you can just, bug out for a little bit, you know? But that's if you can find something to watch.
yeah, like actually, you know what? While I'm on this computer, let's pull up Apple TV right now. Um, right now, as I'm looking at this, specifically TV Plus, we're not sponsored by Apple, but
But if you want
it.
to,
God, yes, right.
I mean, hi.
They don't have the most expansive library of free stuff. They have some magnificent original programming.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just go to like the store right now, because we're not talking about just streaming services like digital media, period. They always have it's a section that's like 4.99, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, let's see it. And just right now, I got films that I know I'll watch again if I have access to them. Ready Player One, magnificent. Oh, Shin Godzilla. Oh, fuck, I haven't seen that. Oh, that might be good. Hmm. That's the guy who did Evangelion, who made Shin Godzilla. So anyway, there's a shitload out there. It's so easy to get access to. So if I want to watch something, it's not hard to find something that's
Right,
probably
right.
going to satisfy me. But that's becoming less true as the years go on. Like last night we started watching this movie called The Wretched. And it was
Was
it
it
was
wretched?
good. By the end, yes it was. It had a
Yeah.
bullshit twist ending that I thought was kind of contrived and the acting was good, but I
Okay.
can't remember a single character's name. All I know is weird shit was happening. It was spooky, but I wasn't emotionally invested in any of it. Kind of sucked.
I I can see what you're saying. I'm currently at a point where it's like, oh, maybe I'll finally get to watch TV shows that I
Mm,
started back in the day, but I never finished. Like right now, I'm currently watching Once Upon a Time. I remember watching the first couple seasons. I
mm,
see it's on Disney Plus because they own ABC now. Like,
yeah.
oh, okay, let me
What don't
finish
they own?
it. Yeah, exactly, right? They own Century Fox Studio, technically.
Yeah.
They own a lot of
Man.
shit. And that is why I have invested in them.
You have invested in Disney?
Yes, I have stocks. I have Disney stocks.
Fucking finance, bro. I swear to
I
God.
invested in them when when the stocks were going down like earlier this year, and now I'm up 10%.
I commend you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't invest the goddamn thing because I don't really know how to. We should talk about that. Like, I am getting to a point where if it's inexpensive stocks, I should probably be doing something with it. Use money to make money. Capitalism. Yeah, it's fucking
Exactly.
everything, including the
Yeah.
economy and the environment. But fuck it, I want to be at the top. Anyway,
You want to be in the room where it happens?
good pull.
For the people who don't know,
Uh,
that's Hamilton.
who doesn't know that?
I don't
Who hasn't seen
fucking
Hamilton at this
know.
point? Well, actually, they're canceling Hamilton. Apparently, I don't know. Like,
What? What?
I
What?
remember
What?
reading an article. It's like this is nothing, but blah blah blah. People are mad about it. Fuck them.
Okay.
I don't care.
Well, I guess it lives forever on Disney Plus.
Well, for now, until they pull it,
Time to
I
screen
am
record.
him screen record. Nah, I just got the album. I just listened to that. It's as good. That's one of those rare things where it's like literally listening to the album gets you the entire story. There's a few things you miss, but you get the broad strokes, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no,
So,
no, no. I love musicals that are like that. And I hate musicals that have speaking because it's like, I just want to sometimes listen to the whole thing. Like Les Mis is
mm,
one of those. That's a perfect example, you know?
yeah,
It was the first time I ever encountered that. And it shuffled once. And I'm like, it's like I'm listening to it out of sequence, which I am. Like the movie is out of sequence for me. I'm like, fuck you.
yeah. No, Les Mis is amazing.
Fuck
So
yeah.
if you, that's one I want to watch. That's really, I think, the next one on the list is Lion King because apparently the Broadway production is fucking incredible. The costumes are elaborate. They walk through the audience to come at the very beginning, and I'm just like, I will not pet the giraffe. I will not pet the giraffe.
No, don't you
I
fucking
will
pet
not
nothing.
do it.
You are not getting kicked out.
Wham!
Oh,
It's like,
shit.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought that ass was prosthetic. I didn't You don't have a cake. You
that
got a whole bakery. It's
That
not
was a
my fault.
badonkadonk right there. Ugh, shit. I had the pleasure of watching Les Mis at Walnut Theater in Philly. So
Okay.
I always wanted to watch it on Broadway. I don't even know if it's still on Broadway. Is it still on Broadway? I think it might
I
be.
do not know.
Yeah.
Les Mis Broadway. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Les Miserables. Select region. U.S. In the United States are doing a tour, so it
Oh,
looks
gotcha.
like not. Oh God damn it! That's okay. It's okay. 130 million people have seen that.
Except for you,
Yeah, yeah.
loser.
I saw the movie version, right? And it was apparently not as good. Hugh
No.
Jackman, you're great, buddy, but no.
No. I mean,
Also, who
no.
the fuck cast Russell goddamn Crowe? No.
Javert, like, what the fuck? And I honestly, like, Frog Boy. You know who I'm talking about. The Harry Potter
Frog
dude.
Boy?
Fantastic Beast dude. What the fuck is his name?
I can't remember
Ed
his name, but I do know
something.
who you're talking
But
about.
he sounds like a frog. And that is not the merriest that I know. If you need to listen to a version, I think personally the best album or cast recording is the 10th anniversary of Les Mis. And that is the one that
Mm,
I live by. Yeah. So, like,
okay.
I compare anyone who plays those characters to those 10th anniversary people. Those, for me, are the best.
I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, there is a platform for streaming Broadway. Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Broadway streaming, BroadwayHD.com, right?
Huh.
Um, Hold on. 19.99 a month. So,
Broadway
let's see here. I
streaming.
will post this.
Yes. Yes, please. Give me. Give
Let's
me.
see. Kinky Boots, Phantom of the Opera at the Royal Albert Hall, Cats the Musical. Yo, I used to love
Whoa.
that shit. Into the Woods, Swan Lake, Romeo and Juliet, Lady Days.
Jeez, this is fucking cool.
So, all titles.
Wow.
There's not that many,
Look at this. I
but
mean,
like,
see what's available. I'm just sharing screen and I'm showing them what is available. So,
it looks like, oh, load more, it says.
Brokeback
This is,
Mountain? What the hell?
holy shit. Never mind. There's a lot.
Bluebird. What the hell is this? Is that
This is pretty awesome, actually. Did we just accidentally discover
I think we might have discovered a new streaming service.
son of a
I
bitch?
love that I managed to see Taylor Swift in this Bluebird.
She was in a Broadway production?
No, I don't know. It's a documentary about Garth Brooks and Taylor Swift and the Bluebird
The pairing we didn't
Cafe.
know we needed.
What the hell? Jeez. Okay. Anyway, that's cool.
Yo, what they got Macbeth. Well, that shouldn't be a surprising, but it's Patrick
Yeah,
Stewart is yo.
this is cool.
That
Yeah.
shit, I might have to. This is incredible. We accidentally discovered something amazing.
We
Well,
did.
I
We
knew about
discovered
it,
a
but
new streaming service and it's fucking awesome. Fuck yeah.
well, it looks like it is. You know what? Fuck it. No, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I love theater productions.
You want to
This
share
could be
that
good.
password with me?
Excuse me, Miss Brag about free 99. Fine, yon. Thank you.
Exactly. I'm trying to find my own right here. Free 99, bro.
Ah,
Help a
Jesus
sister out.
fucking
Come on,
Christ.
man.
I have everything else.
You know what?
Use your Disney Plus
Tax
profit money.
season
You
is coming up and I could just fuck your life up.
gonna keep a real simple password for you. Just real simple. It's gonna be easy. Promise.
Extortion. It works. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Ay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. That actually is cool. I think that might be something I give a try to for at least a month, just to see. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Also, I'm hearing like an echo. I don't know if you hear myself echo. I hear myself echo.
how about now?
No. Nope, it's still echoing. Anyway, I just don't know if that's going to be recorded in the audio, but I hear an echo and I don't know if it's just me recording OBS and whatever. So,
I did it just now happen?
no, it's been happening. I've just been ignoring it.
I don't know. I don't hear it.
It happens when I start talking really loud. Anyway, technical issues, guys. We'll see how this actually sounds when we listen back to it later.
It's gonna be all right.
Y'all have
Probably.
to live with it, okay? Fuck it. We're still new to this. We're
We're
just
working the kinks out, okay? And that
kinks.
doesn't mean
Ooh,
that. No,
that
no, no,
like
not those kinks.
no, no, no,
No,
no, no.
put the stilettos away. I mean the heels and the
Fine,
knives. But
fine.
yeah, yeah. So if we are going to really give some comprehensive coverage to streaming media, then I suppose I suppose we have to mention things like Plex, right? Do you know what Plex
I
is?
don't know what Plex
Okay,
is. I
so
have no fucking clue.
all right, so Plex is an application. It's free that
Okay.
you run on your computer and it synchronizes all your media into one place that you can access from anywhere.
Okay.
So those of you who are data hoarders like myself, you can build a computer that exists only to host the files that you
Hmm.
have, right?
Okay.
And I hear a car outside, so let me turn my noise gate back on.
I didn't hear it. It's fine.
I don't care. No, all right, fine. Then I'll just let it roll. But Plex will let you access all your movies, your music, anything like that. It's intelligent. It scans the file names and categorizes them for you, pulls information from IMDb. It doesn't care how you got the media. That's not important. The point is it's there and it turns it into something that will stream it for you. It's incredible. It's really, really
So what
cool.
I'm hearing is Plex is not a snitch.
Plex is not a snitch. No,
Gotcha.
they don't care. They're just going to be like, yeah, sure, we'll help you. Why not? And there's a premium version, which is even better. You can stream everything from like your phone, as a matter of
Okay.
fact.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But it really is. I love it. There's other ways you could do that if you make a network accessible server in your home, but that's a little more technical than most people are prepared to go to.
Right.
Um, yeah, Plex also has apps on the different TVs, I think, or the smart TV things. You load that and sign in, you can do anything. It's really quite good.
Okay.
So,
I mean, it's kind of similar, not necessarily to Apple TV, because Apple TV hooks up to every single streaming device that I have.
uh-huh.
And I can just go there instead of going to different apps, and it'll tell me, oh, this, you can watch this on this streaming, whatever. So,
Yeah. Um,
except
yeah,
for, yeah, Plex is probably like media that you actually have.
Yes, it's all on a computer you install Plex to, and it doesn't really. Well, it does have free stuff. I say free because it's like not like pseudo legal, but it's stuff that didn't particularly interest me, so I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of ways to get the media that you want. Um, If I had to say there was one though, like a single one, if you had to get rid of all the others and keep one, what would it be?
Shit. That's a tough one because I use each different streaming thing for different things. Like obviously Disney for my kids and for the
Mhm.
Marvel movies,
Yeah, for your
Max.
kids, sure, whatever you gotta tell yourself.
Yeah, for the kids, they're the ones who
Mhm.
watch
Oh, yeah.
Encanto like 20
Yeah,
million times,
definitely.
Um, HBO Max or Max is really where I have my DC stuff and any
Mhm.
new movie releases that come out because they typically come to Max first. I don't really give a shit about Prime. I hardly use Prime.
Prime used to have some unhinged fucking streaming options, like, there was one, I think it was literally called paranormal pornography, and it was literally just people going to haunted houses and fucking in them, and I was
Oh
like,
shit.
"What the hell is this?
It's
This is just this is ridiculous. 12 episodes?
it's
Turn that
paranormal
volume up."
pornography, motherfucker. Jeez.
Yeah,
It's like
I thought it
paranormal
was the dumbest
activity
shit.
except for like you're sleeping at night and you're
Am I
getting
making
fucked
that
by a
up?
ghost. I don't know. Are you making it up?
Paranormal porn stars. That's what it was, and it's still on Amazon. This video is currently unavailable to watch in your location.
Oh, let me share this screen. Wow, there
And
literally
actually,
is.
it's just 6 episodes. But yeah, after freaky
Wow.
goings on after renovations outside their studio, 4 adult industry workers try to uncover what's really going on inside their building.
Jesus Christ. I'm like sharing the screen for people to see this. This is fucked up.
The last episode's title is so fucking funny. Exorfist. That's so awful. Like that changes the
Yeah.
Exorcist film.
Yeah,
The
what the
priest was
hell?
in there and he lubed up his entire fist and said, "You will know the fear of God."
No, 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 no. Did you just say he lubed up? He lubed up. Oh my God, what are you saying? Don't do this to me.
Listen. The little girl's possessed by the devil. Far worse shit has happened at this point, and if it scares the devil out of her, then frankly, go for it. Up to the elbow.
I am hanging my head in shame right now.
You know, when my mom held me in her arms, she said, "My son's gonna be somebody." She didn't think I'd be somebody who says this kind of fucked up shit for his own amusement.
No, but you certainly are going to become somebody. I'm sure this will be a nice viral clip.
No, it won't, but that's okay.
No,
This
it,
guy
it,
was
it will.
joking
I
about
will.
really objectionable stuff. We're all gonna die. Everything is temporary, and you're not making things better. Go cry for clout somewhere the fuck else.
And
There we go.
this is how we get canceled. We say this every fucking episode. There's always one thing that happens that we're like, we're going to get canceled for this, right? Right?
It's usually me. It's usually me saying something that I shouldn't, honestly. I find that line you're not supposed to cross and I fucking somersault over it.
Yeah, and now we've decided to go media so people can see what we look like and can cancel us in person. Hey, hey.
That's just great. And I think that brings us to the next part of this conversation. When we're talking about streaming, it's no longer just a thing that big corporations do. It's something that everybody
Oh
can do.
yeah,
It has
for sure.
democratized.
Yeah.
You got stuff like well, YouTube of course. That was the original self-streaming, right? But you also have Twitch. You
Mm-hmm.
have we're using Discord to record all this stuff and
Yeah, yeah.
there's lots of options for putting yourself out there, including ones nobody uses like Vimeo. Like Vimeo is still around.
I
How?
mean, because people who use Patreon put their videos on Vimeo and give a password so you can watch it. Patreon is one, obviously. So,
Oh, yeah, that's another
yeah,
one.
Patreon.
OnlyFans. Like,
OnlyFans,
no
you
joke.
know?
OnlyFans should count because it's remember for a while there they were like, we're not just the cute waitress selling titty pics to help get her through the pandemic. We also got real stuff.
We're
And
teachers.
yeah,
We're
right?
fucking
Teachers
teachers.
teachers having their lives ruined because they were selling naked pictures to the internet, and I'm just like, y'all just fucking mad.
Yeah, like seriously, it's not our fault that she's not getting paid what she should. Like
Exactly.
they
It's
they are
like
teaching our children and we pay them pennies. Like what the fuck, man?
we should get not just a sex education, a sexy education. You know,
Hell
you get her
yeah,
out, the
hell
the
yeah.
titty tassels come out. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, and
Well,
it's like,
speaking of that, it's
teach
on
me.
streaming. Netflix has a movie called May December that just happened. It has Natalie Portman and what's her fucking face?
May, December?
May December. Natalie Portman and who's that woman in what's it called? What is that? Still Alice, that woman.
I don't
Julia,
know.
no,
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. So, like,
Hmm.
watch May December. It is about the teacher in New Zealand that was having a relationship with a 13-year-old boy and went to jail and then married that boy.
That's
But
so many
except for,
levels of wrong.
yeah, I mean, except for they took the inspiration from that story. They took the same ages, the same whatever, but they set it in like Savannah, Georgia.
It wouldn't have been a headline in Savannah, Georgia. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you
not to
could.
alarm you
No, no.
living there, well, not in Savannah, but in Georgia. Let's not reveal ourselves too much. We don't want to get doxxed and murdered.
No, no, no.
Um,
No, no, no. But you know what? It actually showed a complexity where because she was a white woman in
mhm.
Savannah, Georgia, people supported her. She wasn't treated as if she was an abuser. She was treated as if the victim.
Yeah, I have some particular thoughts on this because like there seems to be South Park had an episode about it. My teacher was fucking my little brother. Nice.
What?
That was the reaction, right, of everybody in the police station. Nice. And that's kind of the reaction that I think a lot of people have conditioned themselves to react to, right? Like, not everybody. There's decency still, but people are like, and I have to admit, at 15, April Heyman, if you are watching this, I had the biggest crush on you. I would have done it, and I would not have complained. But that's because I'm a scumbag. Or at least I was. Like 15-year-old Paul, oh boy, insatiable. Um,
Wait, weren't all
but
15-year-olds like that?
pretty much, yeah. But
Right?
like,
Like that was the dream to fuck your teacher.
well, I mean, depends on the teacher, but yeah, everyone is like, let's see. Pretty much everybody was fiending after at least one or two
Oh
teachers,
yeah, for
right?
sure.
It
Like
was
girls
boys
did
and
it
girls
too.
alike, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But the power dynamic is completely different. Like people are talking in this way like, "Damn, that kid's 15 and he must have amazing game."
Yeah, like how,
That's
right? How do you pull a freaking 40-year-old woman? Like at 13, how do you pull that?
um I I never did, so
Right?
I can't tell you. But you switch it around, it's like she's 15 and she's with that 40-year-old dude.
Now he's
He's
being
so
a creeper,
lucky.
right?
No one would say that. They would immediately sees on like,
Yeah,
yo, whoa, 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 this is not right.
exactly. But when it's the other way around, that's the thing. That's the part of that movie. It's like, well, because he was a boy,
Hmm.
he was the one that was seducing her. But he was 13
Yeah.
for fuck's sake?
So, God, I really hate to say it, but this hypocrisy, it must stop. There's actually Linda was telling you about this. It reminds me of it. There was a guy who was in an abusive relationship for like 5 years, and his girlfriend or wife, I can't remember what she was torturing him.
Yeah.
And what prompted this was she asked a question of social media saying, "Have you ever been asked by your doctor if you were afraid for yourself or
Oh, okay.
violence
I
at
saw that.
home?"
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And she asked me that. And I was like, no,
No,
doctors have never asked me that.
they
What
usually
are you
ask the
talking about?
women. Yeah,
Yes. And that's the thing.
women and
Like,
children.
yeah.
Yeah.
We, you know what you call a woman who has been abused by a man? A victim. You know what you call a man who's been abused by a woman? A sissy.
A
I don't feel
pussy.
that way.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
people
feel that
say.
way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or it's like, she came imagine that you see, I'm sure you've seen something like this, right? Especially if you've ever lived like in a big city, you've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah,
neighborhood
for
romantic
sure.
arguments,
Yeah.
right? I've seen a dude walk out of an apartment, a woman throwing shit at him, come here and slap the shit out of him, he just walks away, right? And what's the mood? What's the immediate thing? It's like, damn,
Right?
buddy fucked up, didn't he?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, imagine it's reversed. You
Yo,
see
you'd
some
be like,
dude
yo, what the
wailing on
fuck
a
are you
woman.
doing? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would like people would intervene probably.
Yeah, more than
You
likely
see it. You
nowadays.
see
Yeah,
a
yeah.
woman getting the shit kicked out of her by some dude. It's like,
Oh,
mm-mm,
yeah,
nope. Hold
yeah.
on. Wait a minute, bud.
Yeah, you
There's actually
cannot
a
hit that
fantastic.
woman, right?
Let's just be clear on my position. Violence is bad. It's a last resort in extreme circumstances only. And under no circumstance should it be like an immediate or a justifiable or an excusable thing. You
No.
should not do that, right? Like grandpa beat the shit out of grandma for not having dinner ready at 5:30 when he got home. Not cool, all right?
No. And it's not
Not
cool when
my
it's the
grandpa,
other
but
way around either.
it's not. It's not. It's absolutely not.
No.
Wow, we took a real detour here.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then you got my mom who's like grabbing the knife and stuff.
Okay, so not to victim blame, but at least two occasions your dad had it coming.
Yeah, no, no, that's true. That's true. It's my mom is not, swear to God. There's a
Yeah,
whole
okay.
backstory to this that we won't get into right now.
A body comes up missing. We're scrubbing this from the internet. It's all right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Um,
fine.
but yeah. Well, on away from the light topic of domestic assault, um, yeah, there's a diversity of media out there covering topics like this that you would not find in fucking Blockbuster. You would have to
No.
really go into like a video store.
Yeah,
In
no, absolutely.
what was the one I used years ago? Suncoast. Did y'all have those up in Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I didn't grow
Well,
up here,
Suncoast
remember?
Video. Oh yeah, fuck. Damn.
Yeah, no. And we didn't call it, you know how you say you rent a video?
Uh-huh.
We were, we would hire a video. That's what we would say. Let's go hire something tonight.
No, I don't accept it.
Fucking Americans.
No, 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 no. We get a lot of shit wrong, but not that.
Why wouldn't you hire something?
You hire a person.
No, no,
You don't
no.
hire an inanimate
You can hire
object.
something. No, no, no.
No, you
It's totally
can't.
fine.
You
Fine,
hire the
fine, fine,
person who
fine.
uses the thing which you have rented, but that's not no.
Okay, how about another one? You know how you say it's my treat?
Yeah.
It's over there. It was it's my shout. I'm gonna shout you. It's my shout.
I don't fucking get it.
Anyway,
Language is complicated.
yeah, it is.
Anyhow,
I think that's one of the beauty of streaming is that it has given the opportunity for smaller media to come on board and people to
yeah.
watch documentaries that you wouldn't necessarily get or even just like original content by like people that you're like, oh no, Netflix gives you international stuff. I think
That
that's
is
right.
true.
Stuff you wouldn't be able to watch, you can get now, like with subtitles. A lot of times I go through Netflix, I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then next thing I know, it's like in Polish. And I'm like, oh, okay, but it was still good.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually one of the biggest cinema markets on the planet, Bollywood. And they are only in the past couple of years have they really become more widely available on these services. Let me fucking tell you something. Bollywood flicks are like old school Hollywood. They are so over the top extra. I love it. I fucking love it. So,
See, I love Netflix because they have a
uh,
whole Filipino section. And I used to
really?
watch the Filipino channel. Like there was like a, and I'd be like, oh my God, it's these people that I grew up watching. And if you're interested in like having your tear ducts massaged and you're just bawling your eyes out, you should watch some of
Here
these
we go.
things because they're very emotional. They don't have the soap operas though. I'm kind of mad.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm now looking at these things,
They have,
and the first one. Okay, the first one. I'm not joking. It says "Love You Long Time." It's a Netflix film,
okay.
and I'm just like, okay, okay.
You're just like,
Well,
no.
what's another one? Only You,
Yeah.
Goyo. Who the fuck is Goyo?
I don't
The
know.
boy general. Well, anyway, yeah. So, um, actually, now that you mention it, there's other streaming services for specifically for foreign language media, and those are like what's the one? Mubi, I think it is MUBI
Oh,
for
okay. Yeah.
let me see. I think it's specifically for East Asian cinema broadly. I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Now showing. I thought it was all like just Asian films, but apparently it's a lot more now. Well, anyway, what is this one site? viki.com. Brought to you by Rakuten. That is all they call it the heart of Asian entertainment. That seems a little bold, but whatever. There's all this stuff for like Spanish language media is too. And actually, this is where I have to shout out to Tubi again because they have an entire in Spanish section. It's popular movies that were in English dubbed over with Spanish, but it's also originally Spanish language media as well. So if you're like me and you actually are trying to preserve your synapses and learn a little bit, that's wonderful. Best way to learn a language is by soaking in the culture. So,
No, I agree. I mean, I used to love
mm,
watching foreign movies, whether it was Filipino or not, like the French films or anything like that. So I love, love, love that I get these new types of movies. The only thing is now I have glasses and it's a pain in the ass having to read subtitles when I don't want to wear glasses. So if I'm typically watching a movie, I don't wear my glasses because I can see fine. But if there's subtitles, I need my glasses because I can't read the subtitles. So,
I'm gonna pretend you're not rich enough for LASIK. Really? Hmm.
have you not watched Final Destination? Because that bitch went in for LASIK and then she died.
I have watched the first Final Destination and none of the others. None of them.
Well,
You know what I remember about Final Destination? There's a guy who I think in I forget which one it was actually. I might have seen more than one. It's been so long. Where he gets a lot of money. I think he won the lottery or something like that. First thing he does, he goes out to the Apple store and buys an iMac. And I remember being so jealous because I was like,
I
fuck you,
want
I
one of
want that.
those.
Yeah, yeah, wanted one forever. Finally get one, and it's the best computing decision I've ever made. But that's because I'm not so much a PC game player anymore, and I just need shit to work.
Fair, 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 fair.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but yeah, he I think he died with a fire escape ladder crashing onto his face, and I was like, Jesus.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. Anytime we see like a truck that has logs on it, that is like Final Destination, like trauma right there. We move out of the way. We try to get past this truck because we feel like we're going to fucking die.
Yeah, my dad, he would do that. He was like, nope, 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 we're getting around.
Fuck no. Hell
Dad, it's
no.
just they're so secure. No,
Nope. I've seen that
fucking,
movie.
I don't
Nope.
give a shit.
Nope. But yet I'm still going on roller coasters, even though they had a roller coaster thing.
We're very bad at evaluating risk. Actually,
Yeah,
um,
just a little. Yeah, just a
yeah, I
little.
just mean humans as a species, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
what it is. But yeah, I think we've actually come up to the hour mark, right?
we have,
Yeah.
and I think if we're going to send something to hell, I think it needs to be Netflix's pricing.
Yes. Fuck you. Let us share the passwords. You know what? We were just doing our thing. You guys are greedy motherfuckers.
I don't really have I don't know how you punish an inanimate object, but Netflix, please,
No,
for
no,
the
no.
love of
We can
God.
punish them. The punishment is that Netflix is free now.
No, don't do that. They're already talking about doing that. They're gonna load it with ads and shit.
Oh,
Why
net.
would you speak that into
No, no,
existence?
no.
Now it's gonna happen.
Netflix is free without ads.
God damn it, Ann.
I'm so sorry to everyone who's listening, and if you end up with ads on Netflix, it's my fault. I apologize.
This is
I
just like when
manifested it. Sorry.
we last time we had something like this happen, okay? We were both thinking to ourselves, we need like a solid month off to play the FF7 remake, and then the fucking pandemic happened.
Yes, we had a solid more than a month off.
Oh god damn, it was great, wasn't it? I mean, I say as I've been exposed to COVID and might have it, who
I
knows?
mean, we got
Might
paid,
not get
didn't
to go to
we?
Christmas.
Actually, you know what? I think that's the part that sucked is I barely got money because I made too much. Like the unemployment didn't even cover close to half
Yeah,
what I
I
was
took
making, you
out
know?
like a $10,000 loan because I didn't trust anybody or anything to do
Mm-mm.
right by me. I actually did, in fact, get a lot of payments all at once because they were delayed because
Mm-hmm.
the IRS tried to automatically deposit it into a bank account that I had fucking closed. So,
Hooray, pandemic. Yay.
fucking
Ah, the
ridiculous.
before times.
Right? It feels so strange to talk about it now because,
Mm-hmm.
like, the trajectory of my life was pretty clear. You know, I was gonna come up here, be in Philly, just have a blast,
Yeah.
probably die from drinking too much, but it's okay. At least I had some fun before the end.
Yeah. But now look at you, in a different city, close enough to Philly, and
Yes,
no longer drinking and getting married.
I know. It's
Right.
remarkable.
Right? I mean, look at
We're
me. I'm
actually,
not even in Philly anymore because of the stupid pandemic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It splintered the little lunch table crew. I don't give a shit though. Those 2 years were some of the most fun I've had in my
Yes,
fucking
they were.
life.
And by
They
the
were
way,
great.
if the pandemic never happened, this podcast probably wouldn't exist.
That's true. We just be having these dumbass conversations at the lunch table. So much good stuff. So, well, not all of it was good. Sometimes the most objectionably objectionable things, objectively objectionable. Thank you, Paul. Stop having a stroke.
Okay,
Uh,
good.
but yeah, yeah. I'm grateful to be alive. Got some wonderful experiences about it. I need
Yeah.
to talk about that time I stood for 11 hours for the vaccine. That should be a topic next.
You know what? Let's just
Anyway,
do a whole pandemic episode.
I'm down.
That's fine.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Anyway, as you guys listened to our thought process as we were trying to wrap up, we started brainstorming for our next episode, for a
So,
episode.
yes,
So yeah,
it's
Netflix, you're
okay.
going to hell. Um, that's it. You're just going to hell. We're not even going to punish you. You're just going to hell because,
Fuck you, Netflix.
yeah. See you later, bro.
That's it. All right, folks, if we hope you've enjoyed this. Hopefully, you get to watch as well as hear this because we are trying to transition to video as well. And if it works,
Yes.
brilliant. You get to look at these beautiful faces. And if it doesn't, still brilliant. It was a podcast all the time anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. So, but you can find us on YouTube, All Aboard for Hell.
Damn right. Anyway, if we do not see you next week, then we will definitely see you in hell.
Oh, and happy
Bye.
2024.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's our first episode of 2024. Woo woo. All right. Bye.
Perfect.
Thanks for listening, folks. We hope you enjoyed the episode. The intro and outro music is Funky Box Step by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0. If you enjoyed this episode, why not share the love by sharing the show with your friends? Or maybe your enemies? Both. Just share the episode. Thanks.